And welcome to the Hornets post-game show, our version of it from Cox Sports Broadcasting. I'm the coach, Dick Cox, joined by Carlos Smith. Well, Carlos, another tough battle against a team that could win the whole thing this year, though. And again, the Hornets come up. That one stretch, it seems like in the second half, is killing them the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, they come out pretty solid in the first half. They show a lot of effort and put up some pretty good numbers in the first half. But then it's like the fourth quarter, when it comes to the fourth quarter, those last 5 or 6 minutes left, it seems like when they start going on a little drought and they can't find a way to put the ball in the hole. But overall, they showed a lot of heart, and they still played hard, but just came out on the short end of it tonight.
You know, a statement came out a couple of days ago about that this team has all but 2 players possibly on the trading block. And I thought these guys came out and played with a sense of urgency that maybe their job was on the line. Something I had not seen in a couple of weeks of how aggressive everybody seemed to be on the offensive end, attacking as if they probably read the memo and saw the media reports too. But, you know, what do you think about that?
Yeah, sometimes I think that just making guys a little bit uncomfortable and let them know that just don't get too comfortable, because anything can happen and you might be on the move. It makes you want to play a little bit harder. And pretty sure some of these guys like it around Charlotte and got a little bit comfortable around here and don't want to move around. So just let them know it's not set in stone that they'll always be here, and kind of put them on the edge of their seats and let them know they need to show up and play hard. Kind of made them show a little bit more effort. So I think just letting them know anything can happen just brought the best out of these guys.
Hornets down by 5 to start the going into half, and the first 2 possessions of the third quarter, the Bulls come out, hit threes, and just like that, we're not even a minute into the second half, and they're having to play the catch-up game again. They're down by 11, and they spent the whole second half trying to get even, and I think they did surge ahead by a point or 2 or something like that, though. But that's tough when game in, game out, you're having to try to fight back from double digits.
Yeah, but it seems like the first half they do pretty good, and then the second half, that's when they kind of come out a little bit slow and dig a little hole for themselves, and then they try to find a way to claw back into it. But they just have to try to stay aggressive and keep going at it and working hard and just trying to stay into the game and try to hold on to a lead or something, just to keep the guys going and don't dig a deeper hole for themselves.
You're watching the Cox Sports Broadcasting post-game show, brought to you by our friends at a lot of different places, starting with the Beacon Drive-In with our friends at Vic Bailey Volkswagen, also by our friends with the West Side Club and Concoction Ministries, FCA. We appreciate all these people that make these broadcasts possible. But, you know, again, the big story of the night is, like every game, we're getting killed at the three-point line.
Yeah, we just need some, with injuries and everything, not to make any excuses. That's one part of it. But then these guys just can't find a way to put the ball in the hole. We shot 13% tonight from the three-point line. So I'm pretty sure they'll make a trade and try to get some shooters in, and hopefully Gary Neal can come back and give them some more shots and shots on the perimeter. But these guys just got to find a way to get some jump shots going.
Well, the big difference, we're not going all the way down the stat sheet tonight, but the obvious difference tonight was they made 12 threes, we made 2. That's a 30-point difference from the three-point line. You know, I don't ever second-guess Coach Clifford, and I'm not tonight, but I really was baffled a little bit why in the final minute when the Hornets needed a 3, then maybe you don't put a Brian Roberts back in the ball game. Maybe you put a Pargo in there, but there was nobody with a decent three-point shooting average on the floor. And then you got guys taking wild threes like Lance and some other ones like that when it's wasted possessions, though. But I would like to have seen maybe a three-point threat in the final minute when we're down 5. Key point in the game, we're down 5, we get a steal, we have a 2-on-1. Derrick Rose makes a great defensive play. I thought it could have been a foul, but we didn't get the call, and then immediately they throw it down and Heinrich hits a 3 and puts him up 8.
Yeah, and that was pretty much Heinrich was making the dagger threes tonight. Just when you think the Hornets get back into the game, they'll find a way. For some reason, Kirk Heinrich will be wide open and knock down a three-point shot. So there's one part of it, you got to contest those shots, and which they were leaving them open sometimes. And the other part of it, these guys got to find a way to knock down some threes on the Hornets side, because these guys are just not getting it done right now behind the three-point line. But hopefully when Gary Neal can come back, maybe that'll help help get these guys going and make some more shots.
And like you said, Gary Neal out, probably their best three-point shooter. I'm a little concerned right now. I think P.J. Harrison's pressing right now. I think maybe he's trying too hard. He had some success knocking down threes early in his career. Now he is just taking wild shots. He was 1 out of 7 from shooting tonight, though. Don't even think he had a three tonight. Did not have a three, though, but just wild shooting. And I would almost like to see them go with Pargo. I know it's a smaller guard they'd have to go to, but juggle the lineup. This is a veteran player, a smart, heady player that could shoot the three, but maybe give him a chance because Harrison just is, it reminds me, you know, the days of the Wild Wild West with Ben Gordon. I never met a shot I didn't like. And he is just killing them at times because he's taking wild threes, and what's happening is that long rebound's coming off, and teams are getting fast breaks because he's not getting back. His man's releasing when he puts up the wild three, and that's killing him right now.
Yeah, PJ, he, like you say, he's shooting a lot of shots but just not going in. So hopefully PJ can find a way to get something done. You know, I think the only guy who made a shot for him tonight behind the three-point line was Brian Roberts. He made a three-pointer for him. But like you said, Gennaro Pargo, I probably would like to see him play some more. Sometimes you need a veteran to come in and just be a leader on the floor and possibly get the guys going and get them in a better flow of the game. So sometimes you need that veteran to just get up in these guys and hopefully make a few baskets for them as well.
And I think he played 10 seconds tonight. He needs a little bit more flow of the game than that to get a three off, though. On the positive side, I saw a crisper offense at times, working together. I saw improvement tonight. On the negative side, that's 10 losses in a row, and the Hornets fall to 4-15.
Yeah, and like you said, these guys are playing hard, but they're playing a lot of teams that's going to be contenders, and so I wouldn't be surprised if Chicago ended up in the finals. But one thing that I really did like tonight was Lance Stevenson. He was really aggressive tonight. He made a lot of shots around the paint, so hopefully he can keep that going into Friday night. And I think he has to pretty much step up and be at least the second best player on this team for these guys to rally and do pretty good. But I believe if he can keep this up for Friday night, him and Kemba Walker, and a little bit more production from Al Jefferson, I believe they'll come out with a win Friday night. One
thing that as a coach I like was only 5 turnovers. 5 turnovers, 17 assists. You'll take that that ratio about any night right there, though. But they did a good job. They took care of the basketball. But shooting percentage, they were 36 out of 90 from the floor, 40%. They were 2 out of 15 from the three-point line, 13%. And as you have circled right here, they were 21 for 23 for 90, rounds off to 92% from the free throw line.
Yeah, these guys got it done from the free throw line, but free throws and rebounding, a couple of things that hurt them. And I like you said, turnover, they did a good job of not turning the ball over. But really tonight it came down to the three-point shot, which Chicago made 12 threes and Charlotte only made 2. So they did everything did pretty good with everything else, just three-pointers. So that's one of the things I believe they'll have to improve on if they want to do pretty good going all throughout the rest of the season.
16,887 tonight here at the Hive. Your final score was the Bulls 102-95. And yes, Alan, you're right about that. About 91% of the time the first team to 100 wins. I believe it went up to 92% tonight. That kept your theory alive, though. But the team played hard. Again, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm going out on the limb and saying the streak stops Friday night. If this team can play like they've played, and again, I know it sounds like we're beating a dead horse, but their last 4 home games have been against 4 teams that could possibly be seen in the finals coming up at the end of the year.
Absolutely. Every team, they've had one of the toughest stretches in the NBA where they've been playing contenders night in and night out. But like you said, if these guys can play this way and at least make 5 three-pointers Friday night against the Knicks, I think they can come out and win that game. But I believe Friday night they have a good crowd behind them, come out energized. I believe they'll get it done Friday night.
He's Carlos Smith. I'm the coach, Dick Cox. We'll be back live from the Hive on Friday night. Till then, have a good week, everybody. Good night.